In this video, it's time for a bit of a state of the fleet address for August 2021. We'll start with Myrtle. She's the hero of the month so far. She's driven the most miles in the month. I know it's only the third of the month, but still, she drove back all the way from Lincolnshire on Sunday, about 260 miles. I'd love to say it was problem free. It wasn't entirely. We seem to have lost the fan blower and the heated rear window, so I suspect she's blown a fuse. We need to find out why she's blown the fuse. The idle is still erratic, so I perhaps need to try and reset that again. But yeah, she has her wheel trims refurbished by Simon very kindly, so thank you very much for doing that. And yeah, she went there and back with not too much bother really, apart from those minor gremlins. So oh, and a wheel bearing. That was what else. I knew there was something else I was forgetting. There's a wheel bearing starting to drone away, so we're going to have to look at that as well. But that's okay, she can have a bit of a rest now, and we'll let some other cars take the strain. Ellie the 2CV has been doing a lot of daily duty lately. I know she hasn't been appearing in videos, but for post runs and things like that, she's just been absolutely superb. Just sailing around doing local trips. So yeah, she's in fine fettle. We have got a strange reverberation going on in the engine, which seems to be getting worse. Pete Sparrow identified this when she went in for the carburettor tuning. Starting to get a little concerned now. I'm wondering what sort of state the bottom end of that engine is. As a recap, that engine is a completely unknown quantity to me in terms of bottom end. It arrived with a load of other parts and a complete 2CV many years ago, just sat at the back of the garage. We hastily dug it out and threw it in for the Croatia trip. And what's the best thing to do with an engine of unknown quantity? 80 miles an hour down the German autobahn. So might not be in the best of health, that bottom end. But worst comes to the worst, we can always swap the bottom end, put the pistons and barrels on, keep the 652. But we'll just have to monitor that and see if we can identify what's actually wrong. Giselle GSA has come out today. I'm going to take her home to try and spread the mileage across the fleet a bit. I'm not driving her very much at the moment, and one of the reasons for that is that she's leaking hydraulic fluid all over the floor. So I've had to put some kitty litter down this morning, and I think it's a return on this near side rear. Chevronics thought it was sphere seals and did change a couple of those, but it's only happening when the car comes back down again. So if you put it on high and let it drop back down to middle, it is just producing a drop, and I think it's doing the same again when the car settles fully once you've turned it off. So I think that's what's going on there. Need to investigate. Haven't had a chance yet. Might have a look at some point. Betty the Ford Fairmont is not here today. She is absent, but tomorrow I'm using her to do a little bit of road tripping, and then next week I need to give her a service before we start doing the socials, because she's got a lot of miles to do. The Oltcit is sat here. That's today's project. We've only got a couple of hours of tinkering time, but I can give you a sneaky preview inside. I've already replaced this for Mark kindly painted satin black. So this monkey metal piece that was all broken is now good. And Mark's just swapping over ignition barrels, so we don't have to change the key. So is that the good one?
It's the good one.
That's the good one. So this is out of the spares car.
Yeah.
And already the spares car is proving very, very useful, invaluable you could say. So that's that. The Daihatsu is still sat there, still leaking water out of the inlet manifold, so I plan to get a new gasket for that, possibly valve stem seals. Not too confident about replacing those, but can always have a go. And if that cures the oil burning, then brilliant. If it doesn't, then yeah, it's going to be a full-on engine rebuild, or at least get the pistons out, change the oil control rings. Foxana is gently leaking oil on the floor now, so that's good. And poor Tuck hasn't been out for ages. I really must try and get her out, because we know she works now. Having changed the throttle cable, she just hasn't actually been out on the road at all since we did that job. Mostly because she was blocked in by the GSA. Usual problem of too many cars. And yeah, the two at the back, the Ulcer is gradually turning into a spares car, and the Yugo is still sat there waiting for its day. Hopefully that will come later this year. So that's where we are with everything at the moment. No further changes planned. I'm certainly not planning to acquire cars. I do get offered cars quite a lot, and I have to sort of turn them down, because even if I would like them, I just don't have the space at the moment. I can't take them on and there are no cars particularly I want to sell. I do question the GSA sometimes, but then I drive it again and fall back in love, so it's one of those. But it is starting to feel very slightly like you just cannot keep them all, and yeah, might have to have a think, because over winter I don't really want to be using Betty. Betty is a big car. Where am I going to put her? I don't really want to leave her sitting outside if I can avoid it, although at least if she's sat outside here, she's not in the salt that'll be getting chucked down on all the major roads around here. So that's where we are at the moment, and yeah, hopefully we can get some things done and make some of these cars better. Just slightly worried about time, because obviously we've got both the socials, 14th of August at the Motorist in Leeds and 28th of August down at Brooklands in Surrey, and maybe some more after that. We shall have to wait and see. So there you go, that was just a quick fleet update. We'll just say quick shop update. Triangle of Doom shirts, I think we sold out of a few sizes. We're due some more stock. That's due to land today, so I should have that in and online very soon. We have also reordered the Betty shirts for Betty Goes Global, so they're coming in, and we have now got hoodies as well. We can do hoodies. The hoodies are special order, so it takes a bit longer to get those out the door, because we will order those in as you place your order. So it could be a week, 10 days turn around on those, and then however long it takes for the postal system to do their work. But yeah, really pleased to have those in stock. So yeah, it's all good times.